Welcome back, guys. Today I'm doing something different. A student asked me to look at a topic, so I'll be doing a little bit of what she asked before, which is measurements. Then I'll be looking at a past paper question. Let's get started. Now, the area, we are finding the area of this rectangle. If you realize, we say length times width. It is the same for a square. The only difference is that a square, all sides are the same. So whatever unit is the length, it will be the same for the width. Area of a rectangle and square is width times the length. And what do we mean by unit square? If it's centimeter, then it's centimeter square. If it's meter square. So whatever is a unit, it will be the unit being squared. Let's look at an example. Here we need to work out the area of the figures below. This is a rectangle. Here we can see this side is 4 meters, while this side is 12 meters. Let's say this is the width and this is the length. So the area is equal to length times width. So the length is 4 meters and the width is 12 meters. So multiplying 4 times 12, so my answer is 48, but don't forget the unit. It will be meters square. If I have a square, remember all sides are equal. So the area of this is still length times width, which will be 7 centimeters times 7 centimeters. 7, that's 49. So the answer is 49. The unit is centimeters. Then I have my square. Suppose I have a compound shape. Here we go. How do we find the area of this compound shape? Now to find the area, as you can see, I have a dotted line here already. I am going to divide it into 2 figures. So we separate this and I can see 2 rectangles. This is one rectangle and this is another rectangle. So I am going to separate them. As you can see, this rectangle, I have a width of 8 meters and a length of 5 meters. So I am going to just do a small sketch of what I have here. So this is 8 meters and this is 5 meters. So the area of this section, let's call it A1, is equal to 8 times 5, and that is 40 meters square. The above section is another rectangle. This is 10 and this is 3. So I am going to find the area of this. This is 10 meters, which is the width, and the length is 3 meters. So let's call this area 2. So area 2 is equal to 10 times 3. So that will be 30. Right, my units, meter square. So the entire area of this is equal to area 1 plus area 2, and that will be equal to 40 plus 30, that's 70 meters square. And that's the area of the compound shape. Now looking at this, I have another compound shape. First thing we do is to divide it into two shapes. Now, for some persons, they would divide it from here. If you do that, then what's going to happen? You have to denote what is this little piece length. If from here to here is 4, then it's the same thing here. From here to here is 4. So it means the other part is 4. So this little part, the area, let's call it area 1, is equal to 4 times 2. Of course, it's centimeter. That will be 8 centimeters square. Area 2, if this is 6 and this other part is the same length as this, so it means this is 2. So 6 plus 2, the entire length of this is 8 centimeters. So area 2 is length times width. Area 2 is width times length. So this is 8. So I'll have 8 times 4. 4 8s, 32. And I have centimeters square. The entire area of this will be adding it 8 plus 32, and that would be 40 centimeters square. Now, for some persons, they would look at it as this, where they will create the diagram from here. So it means that this is 6 and this is 4. So if I'm finding the area that way, I will call this area 1 and this is area 2. Area 1, this is a figure right here. From this end to this end is 6. And from this end to this end is 4. So 6 times 4. And that will give me 24 centimeters square. Area 2, I will say 8 because this length is 8 and this is 2. So area is 8 times 2. So I'll have 8 times 2 and that will give me 16. Of course, centimeters square. The total area now, I will add 4 plus 6. That's 10. Carry the 1. 2 plus 1 plus 1. That gives me 40. And don't forget my centimeters square. If you realize both method, I am able to get the same answer. The area of since rectangle and parallelogram has similar properties, the area of the rectangle is the same as the area of the parallelogram. So the area of the parallelogram is the base. This is our base. Let's call this B. And the height, some persons will have a dotted line here. And this will represent the height. While for others, we will do a little extension. And this will measure the height of the parallelogram. For example, find the area of this parallelogram. Area is equal to the base. From here to here is the base. The base is 6 feet. And the height from the base to the top of the figure is a height. So the height is 4 feet. So multiplying 6 fours, 24. So this is 24 feet square. Same case here. This will represent the height of the parallelogram. So if I'm finding the area, I am going to say 7 inches times 3 inches to give me 7 3 is 21. So 21 inches square. The area of a triangle is half base times height. This is our base and this is our height. Some persons will say BH over 2. For example, if I need to find the area of this triangle, which is half, my base is 6 centimeters times the height, which is 5 centimeters. So this is the base of the triangle. This is the height. As you can see, it meets at a right angle. So the answer, we multiply half of 6 is 3. 3 times 5, that's 15. So the answer is 15 centimeters square. Here I'm going to find the area of this triangle. Area is equal to half the base, and the base is 14 meters. I'll have 14 here. And times the height of the triangle is 5 meters. So half of 14, that's 7, 7 5 is 35, so that's 35 meters square. The area of a trapezium is half this length plus the next length times the height. So it's a half this length plus this length times the height. So if I have an example here and I need to find the area of this, then it's going to be a half. The first length is 10 plus the next length is 4 times the height, which is 5. So 10 plus 4, that's 14. And a half of 14 is 7. So 7 5s, 35. And the unit is centimeter. And then we have square. This one, we're finding the area of the trapezium. So once again, we are going to use area is equal to half. The length of the base is 6 plus the length of the top of the figure is 4 times the height, which is 2. 6 plus 4, that's 10, and a half of 10 is 5. 5 2s, 10. So we have 10 centimeters square. Here, this question says the diagram below shows two rectangles ABCD, ABCD, and GFED. GFED. ABC has an area of 44 centimeters square, and GFED has sides 4 centimeter and 2 centimeter. Here you see 4 centimeter, 2 centimeter. AG is equal to EC. So AG is the same as EC, which is 3x centimeter. By writing an expression for the area of the rectangle ABCD, show that it is x squared plus 2x minus 4 equals 0. So the area of a rectangle. The area of a rectangle is AB times BC. Remember, it's the width times the length. We could have said DC times AD is the same thing. Now, BC is the same length as AD. So if GT is 4 centimeters and AG is 3x, then the total length of this is 3x plus 4. So it means this side is also 3x plus 4. Just like here, if DE is 2 centimeters and EC is 3x, then the entire width is 2 plus 3x. And it means that AB is 2 plus 3x. If I'm finding the area, it is going to be 2 plus 3x times BC, which is 3x plus 4. And this must be equal to the area, which is 44 centimeters square. I am going to expand this. So I will multiply 2 times 3x. That will give me 6x. And 2 times 4, that gives me 8. Then I multiply 3x times 3x. 3 3s, 9. And then x times x, that's x squared. So this is 9x squared. Then I multiply 3x times 4. So 3x times 4, 3 times 4, that's 12. So I will have 12x equal 44. Rearranging and grouping like terms, I have 9x squared. And then I will write plus 6x plus 12x plus 8. Care about the 44, so it becomes minus 44 equal 0. So I have 9x squared plus 12 plus 6, that's 18, so that's 18x. 8 minus 44, that's minus 36, equal 0. Now all of this is divisible by 9. So divided by 9, 9 into 9 goes 1 time, so this is x squared. 9 into 18 goes 2 times, so I'll have plus 2x. And 9 into 36 goes 4 times, so I have minus 4 equal 0. Therefore, I've proven. Calculate the 3 decimal place the value of x. So here I have x squared plus 2x minus 4 equals 0. I am solving this. Now, unfortunately, it cannot be factorized. There's no two numbers that multiply to give me negative 4 but add to give me 2. So I will be using the formula minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, I can identify what is a is a coefficient of x squared, that's 1. B is a coefficient of x, that's 2. And c is a constant, that's minus 4. So substituting, I'll have minus b is 2 plus or minus the square root of b squared, that's 2 squared, minus 4, a which is 1, and c which is negative 4. All over 2 times a, so that's 2 times 1. So I'm finding the value of x. I'll have minus 2 plus or minus the square root of 2 squared is 4. Now minus 4 times 1, that's negative 4, times 4, that's minus 16. And then this sign change it to plus 16. 2 times 1 in the denominator is 2. So I have x is equal to minus 2 plus or minus the square root of 20 all over 2. X is equal to minus 2 plus root 20 all over 2, or x is equal to minus 2 minus root 20 all over 2. So now to calculate this, now pay attention that we need 3 decimal places. So entering this into your calculator, you'll enter minus 2 plus root 20. Then we divide it by 2. So your answer will be 1.236. The next scenario, I will have minus 2 minus root 20 divided by 2, and I will get negative 3.236. Now, the value of x cannot be negative because we're talking about distance. It has to be positive. So the answer that we'll use is x equal 1.26. Now, calculating the perimeter of the unshaded region. So let's look at the figure. So we're looking at the perimeter of the unshaded region. This is the unshaded region. So what I will be doing is just use the figure to remove the part that I don't want, which is this. So I'm just removing this part so that we can see what's happening. So this is a part that I am interested in. And we can see that, let's get rid of the edges also. So I'm going to get rid of right here and right here. Now, I'm interested in this figure, the perimeter. Perimeter is basically adding the sides. We want a round. So I know that EF will be 4 centimeters, since right here is also 4 that I took out. Right here will be 2. This will be 3x. This will be 2 plus 3x and 3x plus 4. So I am going to add all the sides. So I have 3x. So I'll add 3x plus 2 plus 3x plus 3x plus 4 plus 3x plus 4 plus 2. So that's AG plus AB plus BC plus EC plus FE and plus C. Now we have some variables. 3x plus 3x, that's 6x, plus 3x, that's 9x, plus 3x, that's 12x. So I have a 12x here. 2 plus 4, that's 6, plus 4, that's 10, plus 2, that's 12. Now, from the previous activity, x is equal to 1.236. So I replace x to be 1.236 and add 12. So calculating this, we will say 12 times 1.236 That's 14.832 plus 12. I'm going to round it off to one decimal place. So I will get 26.8, and the units is centimeter. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.